If you have watched some of my older videos, you'll notice that I haven't made a 3D game before. So today I decided to fix that. The first thing I did was make the Unity project, and for the first time I left it as 3D. Before I make the game though, I need to know what I want to make. Since it's my first time making a 3D game, I'm going to make a little game that isn't too complicated to get used to the new dimension. My idea for the game is you are a handyman and you have to fix up a shed by following the tasks the game gives you. I don't want the game to be too complicated, so the tasks will just be to fix the window and the lights. Now that we have the idea for the game, I made the player movement. Oh wait, I don't know how to do that in 3D yet. So I went onto YouTube and searched up 3D movement tutorials for Unity. This is the tutorial I watched, and if you want to check it out, there's a link in the description. Some of the things I did from the tutorial were make the camera able to look around and make the player able to move. I didn't make the player able to jump because you don't need to in this game. After watching the tutorial, I went on to Blockbench to make the shed model. The reason I'm using Blockbench instead of Blender is because I'm making simple models and I'm too lazy to learn Blender. With the shed model done, I imported it into Unity and gave it collision meshes so I can't walk through the walls. The shed was looking plain, so I made a few materials and recolored it. Right now the player can fall off the map and keep falling forever. So I went back to Blockbench and made a basic tree model. I pretty much did the same thing I did for the shed to the trees. I imported it, recolored it, and pasted it around the map. After making the border, I made the UI that shows the task that you have to do and added some placeholder text to it. The first task is fixing the shed's window, but there isn't even a window to fix. So I went into Blockbench for the third time and erased a part of the wall. After doing that, I imported it, but the wall didn't have the hole in it. So I went back into Blockbench again and tried a different way of making a hole in the wall. I did all the steps again, and this time it worked. To finish the window task, we need to make a way to cover it up, so I added some conveniently placed planks of wood in the map that the player will be able to pick up. The second task is fixing the lights. For this task, I made a very realistic electrical box and placed it at the back of the shed. Then I repurposed the default light in Unity and used it as a light source for the shed. Now that all the elements for the tasks are in the game, it's time to actually make the task system. First, I added a task manager object to the game and made a script for it. I'm pretty sure you don't want me to bore you with how I made the task manager script, so here's the order I made things through these little update videos I made. The first video is just a showcase on the picking up system for the planks of wood. Hold on, let me just start it real quick. And then I'm gonna do this for everything, but I just did it for the logs right now. It says you have nothing in your hand right now. That's kind of like the fake inventory thing. And if you get, and there's also the current tasks, the current task that you have, pick up and the steps and the state. I haven't really done the state yet though. So if you walk close to the log, you can click E to pick it up, and now it says that you have logs in your hand. The next thing I'm gonna do is make it so if you have logs in your hand and you're close to the window, you can click E to board up the window. So I did. Okay, so now the window should be boarded up. Like, should be able to be boarded up. It still has all of my tasks and I have nothing in my hand. If I walk up to the wood or like the logs, I can E to pick it up. It says I have logs in my hand. If I come up to the window now, it says E to board up the window. If I leave, come back, it doesn't say that anymore, and the window is boarded up. After a while of coding, I eventually got the states to work, and I also made it switch to the next task. Okay. So it should now switch the task. Fix window. Yes, fix lights. Go to electrical box. Fix it. State uncompleted. Now the next step is to add interaction with the electrical box. And then it'll turn on the light. And that'll be the game. This didn't take me long as I already have the system made for the other task, so here's the demo of the electrical box task. Okay, so the game is done, but there's one thing I haven't showed you guys yet. It's kind of basic, you'll see it in a second. There's still the tasks, obviously, and I can pick up the wood, the logs, board up the window. The task is completed. Go to the electrical box, go down E. You can kind of see through there. I quickly come around because you only have 5 seconds, and that's it. Congratulations, you are now a hired man. See ya. That's it for making my first 3D game. I know it was a smaller game, but that is because I was and still am working on a project on the side, but you'll have to wait to find out what it is. That's it for this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on post notifications to get notified when I upload a new video. See ya!